Show with your hosts, Alexis, Maria, and Sydney. So Sydney, can you show us a fraction in the numerator and the denominator?
Of course. So a fraction is so many out of a whole. So I have my pie cut into fourths, and I have 3 of them were eaten by me, Alexis, and Maria. So our fraction would be 3/4. And this would be our denominator, and this would be our numerator. The denominator is how many is in a whole. So we have 3 out of 4.
Now Maria, could you show us how you would use a fraction in real life?
Of course. Okay, say me, Alexis, and Sydney wanted 1 candy bar. If Sydney had 2 pieces and Alexis had 2 pieces, it would have been 4 out of 5. But if someone ate the whole candy bar, it would have been 5 out of 5 because someone ate the whole thing.
Now Alexis, can you please show us mixed and improper fractions?
Yes.
Or mixed numbers and improper fractions?
This is a mixed number. This is an improper fraction. This is a mixed number because, well, it's mixed up with a bunch of numbers. Now this is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Thank you. Okay. Now Sydney, can you show us how to do a mixed number back into an improper fraction and an improper fraction into a mixed number?
Of course. So this will be our improper fraction. So we're changing it. So you always put the numerator in the box of your inside as the dividend and the denominator as your divisor. So for our problem, I sped it up, so 4 goes into 10 this many times. But the reason why I put a fraction here was because 4 was on the bottom in the first place. So you put your remainder on the top as your numerator and your first denominator as your same denominator. So that would be 2 and 2/4. But to change it back, you would do 2 and 2/4, and you would do this times this, which is 8, and then you do plus 2. So you would end up with 10/4.
Thank you. Now to wrap up this show, we're gonna talk about how we feel about fractions. Sydney?
Well, I think fractions can be very useful, especially with food and cooking.
I personally think that if you were to use fractions in real life, just like, same thing as my example, if you were to have it, it makes things less complicated and it makes your life easier and organized.
Well, I think it's good to have fractions because without fractions and jobs, like everywhere wouldn't be able to really do their jobs. So I think they're incredible. Well, that's all for now. See you later.